guys, thanks for joining in tonight on this Monday night. We appreciate each and every one of you guys, as always, here on the Audio Master Show. What a great thing it is tonight, man, to be able to hang out with you guys, man, and talk about some cool stuff, as always. I had such a great response last night on different people messaging me as to what a great show it was. And, these are crazy times we're living in, right? Crazy times, man. Sometimes calls for desperate measures. I have to laugh about that, man, guys. I want to keep things on a light note just simply because, man, we are living in some crazy times, right? I mean, don't it feel different? Don't sometimes you wake up and just feel like that, man, you're a foreigner in your own land? You know, Jim Morrison said that best, right? And sometimes I feel like that as well. I feel like, wow, there's just so much going on. We're living in such a fast, rapid pace. Where do you take your next step? And what do you do, man, to cope with these times that we're in, man? I remember when I was just a kid, my grandfather, and I'd hear my grandparents talk and say, oh, these times are just crazy. It's not like it used to be. The good old days. You've heard that before. The good old days, man, it was such good times back in the day. And you know what? But I think we're at this pivotal point now where everything is just climaxing to the max, man. And it's just insane out there, right? Have you gotten out on the highway and driven down maybe your favorite strip that you like to drive down or whatnot, and just how it's like everybody's on a rampage out there, right? Feel free to comment, man. Tell me what you think about what's changing in your life since you were a little kid, as far as how things have changed dramatically, and where are we going with this? Where is this going to end up, right? And so I would love to hear your thoughts on that. For those of us who are musicians, songwriters, people who like to stay in the studio, it's easy for us to get in the studio and start recording and just not pay attention to the outside world. And I say that because when you're a songwriter, or when you're in your zone, you typically like to get in that zone, and you can block out the rest of the world, and it's an easy thing to do when you're when you're concentrating on your work, right? But I want to say this: all of us at some point in time have to break away from our love and what we enjoy to do, and we have to face the real world, and we have to get out there, man. And man, it'll eat you up, won't it? It'll just eat you up and spit you out, man. And so, I wanted to get on here tonight and do another show, actually, the changing times, this crazy world we're living in. Where's the music industry going? Are all the songwriters and all the musicians that are really way up there, are they falling out of the music industry because they can't say what they want to say in a song? If they don't fall in line and be and do as the industry wants them to do and say, right? Where are we going with this? It's almost better to not go to the top, but be up there enough where you can get recognition and get your stuff out there, but not obey and bow over to their commands as to your songwriting, how it goes, and all that other stuff, what you can say, what you can't say. Where is this world coming to, right? What is it coming to? I'm worried. Not so much for me, because I've had a great life. I've accomplished many things in my career as far as different avenues that I chose to work at, and had a lot of success and a lot of fun and pleased a lot of people, as well as being a servant to their needs. And so here I am. But the real question is, or the real thing that worries me, you guys, is what about the next generation? What about my son? What about his kids and whatnot? Where is it going to be then, and how are people going to be able to cope with these changing rapid fast times that we're going in whatever direction that we're headed? And it's just not like it used to be, right? And so, or has it been? Maybe have we just had our blinders on for so long that we've been how do you say it, just adapted to it or whatever, and just slowly let our rights disappear. It kind of reminds me of that old thing like the frog. If you put him in a pot of boiling water, he'll never know that it's getting hot until it's too late, right? And so that's kind of like the way I feel right now, and with our rights as well. If we don't exercise our rights, they're like muscles and they will go away, correct? So, read your rights, read the Constitution, if that even matters even anymore. I don't know. But it's good to know your rights, and it's good to stand your ground, right? Because that's all we got. We got to stand our ground in these times. And we can get angry. It's just how we hold our temper and how we use that anger to control it in a way that's beneficial, and we don't get out of line and say things and do things that can cause us havoc. If we don't control our anger, eventually our anger will control us, man. And so we always want to be on top of that and see and make sure that it doesn't put us in a place that we're very uncomfortable with and can cause damage to our life and others and our loved ones around us. So with that in mind, we always need to control our anger and keep it at bay, but at the same time, we don't want to let people push us around either, right? So here at the Audio Master Show, I just wanted to get on tonight, share some good news with you guys, encourage each and every one of you, hey man, to do what you love. And also, if you want to break those fears and anxiety, I said it before, I'll say it again, is do something for someone else, right? It may be the little old lady down the street who needs her yard mowed. I don't know. But you see, you have eyes and ears for yourself, and you can see the needs that truly other people need. Now, some people can hide that well and disguise all that, but you know the difference between somebody who really needs help and someone who's just pretending to need help, correct? So for those people out there that really need help, if you want to break some of those anxieties and fear, and you want to feel good about yourself and help them feel good about themselves, is go out and do something nice for them. Go up to them and ask them, hey, is there anything that I can do for you today that would make your day? And if it is tangible and you can do it then, and don't wait a week or whatever, or tell them you'll be back. If there's something you can do it then, and you're both going to be happy. And I'm going to tell you something, those anxieties and those fears are just going to dissipate away. You're going to feel so much better about yourself, and you're really going to do a good deed for someone else, correct? And so if you haven't tried that before, try it. Perhaps it might work for you, because I know it works for many, many people out there. So with that in mind, the Audio Master Show always wants to encourage you to get in your studio. If this is your first time joining in tonight, I just want to share these wonderful thoughts with you, and perhaps you can catch them and use them, or if you don't choose to catch and use, do what you will. Typically, so the Audio Master Show, what we do here is we talk audio equipment, recording, mixing, mastering, anything like that. If this sounds like something you like, come on in, man. Hey, look, I'm past asking people to join or to subscribe to the channel. What a bummer, man. That sounds so vague and so loose to ask people, join my channel. Look, if you like this channel, or you like audio recording and mixing and songwriting and all that cool stuff, you have found the place, man. But I'm not going to ask you to subscribe to my channel. But I will say, if this is something that you like, slam that bell, man, and come in. I typically come in every night. I try to come in every night between 7 and 9 o'clock Texas time. That's right, the place to be in this uncertainty. That's right, man. Texas, a great place to live. I love it here. But we are in some changing times, and although I'm not stressing about it, because I believe that in the end we're all going to be okay, man. We breathe the same air, and we need to look after each other, man. Always look after each other, especially the elderly and people that people want to shun, man. So what we want to do is those people live to be where they are, because most most of them are intelligent, and so those are the people that we want to listen to, right? Wisdom goes a long ways, man. They didn't make it there for nothing. They didn't make it there at their age because they're stupid, right? I hope not. Anyway, look after those people, man. We're all gonna end up at the same place, man. We're all here, we all live, and we all die, right? And so don't be fearful of anything. Don't be fear to stand up for your rights, for what is right. Don't be fearful to stand up for others if you see that there's unjust taking place. Stand up. It's going to make your day. It's going to make you feel better. And just do it in the right way to where nobody gets harmed, right? We don't want to hurt anybody. But sometimes our anger can take control of us, and we do and say things that we really don't mean, and we can suffer the consequences from it. So we want to watch our tongue, man, and we want to do everything legal and legit, and we just want to be kind and show mercy to others out there, because remember, we have been shown mercy first. So keep that in mind, man, when you go about your day. I hope this helped you out, man, here at the Audio Master Show. I usually don't talk about things like this that's personal, but I wanted to, because I've just felt it on my heart to, man, that more of us need encouraging, even those who have the talent to encourage others. Sometimes we need encouraging thoughts from others. Sometimes we need a pat on the back, man. Hey, I really like that song you just wrote, or keep it up, keep the hard work up, keep doing what you're doing, man. Other people are watching you, what you're doing, and just keep it up. And so sometimes we all need a helping hand, and sometimes we all need a pat on the back, right? It just goes a long ways, man. I remember as a kid being in athletics and sports and all that kind of stuff like that. If the team won, we all won together. If we lost, we all lost together. Some of us were better than others at it, but here's the thing: we were on the same team, and we all supported each other, and we all encouraged each other. If we struck out, hey, get them next time, right? We didn't keep our head down and pout about it the rest of the game. We shook it off, brushed the dust off our pants, man, and go at it 100% the next time up, man, because it's another time and another day, right? So that's what we want to do in our everything that we do, right? And so if we can do that, and I know it's hard, man, sometimes we can all get discouraged, right? And in these crazy times that we're living in, these fast changing times that we're living in, it's hard, and it really is. And I just want to say sincerely that we're all in this together, man, and if we can help one another out and do things to help one another out, wow, we really need to, because we don't want to get to that place that someday we say, I wish I woulda, I wish I coulda, or I could have, but I wish I didn't do anything. And we don't want to get to that place to where we know we could have and should have, but we didn't, right? And so no regrets, man. We only get one time around at this thing, and that's all we got. And now's the time to shine, let our light shine, and perhaps we can let our light shine on other people, man, and encourage those people to do what they're good at. Man, there's so many people. I wanted to say this. It's really a shame in the music business that they pick only a handful of people to make a star or whatever. But I tell you this, man, there are so many great musicians out there. So many great musicians, great guitar players who can just eat it up and spit it out, play it upside down all around town, do everything. They're just so talented, and they never go anywhere. Their music never goes anywhere, and it's just downright a shame, Same way with the athletes. You see these professional baseball players or football players, and I think, man, there's just so much talent, and only a handful get picked, right? But I wanted to say this: for every great player, there's always somebody else just as good standing in line to take their position, and that's the way it is, man. So I wanted to say, for all you guys out there, if you have a recording studio, you haven't been playing your guitar, it's been sitting on the stand or whatnot, like this one over here, my Ibanez is pick it up, man. Play it. Play through some of your scales, Mixolydian, Ionian, play all your scales, all your modes. practice on them, keep practicing, get fast again on it, and crank everything up, man, and write a new song, man. Even if it's just an instrumental, it'll encourage you and it'll help you feel better and get out of the slump that a lot of people are in, man. I'm telling you, I get on the highway and I see road rage every day. People are just going insane, man. So we are living in these crazy times. What are we going to do, right? What are we going to do? We're not going to live in fear. We're going to encourage others, and we're going to smile about it, man, and we're going to get in our studio and we're going to record and we're going to do some great things, right? So I wanted to say, man, thank you guys so much for joining in tonight, as always, at the Audio Master Show. We're going 1640, man. That's the time we want to shoot for, 1640. And we're going to be shooting for those times through the rest of October. And if I can get somewhere around 1640, that's good enough. But we're going to keep those minutes around there because numbers do play a large role in everything, man. Numerology, I'm not a really big guy and all that, but hey, man, there is a system to all that, and it works for many. And I'll tell you what, things are in I don't know, there's just a lot of order to that. You can look into it, man. But thank you guys so much for joining in tonight. As always, I'll try to be here again, same time, between 7 and 9 o'clock Texas time. If you want to hang out with the Audio Master, man, put all your comments down below. Come back, hang out with us. We got a lot of great things going on. As always here, man, we love talking about microphones and we love talking about musical gear, man. Until then, we will see you tomorrow night, same time.